It's a cool. Herr Brunefeld, Herr Brunefeld. All right, glad to have you here so we can get it in on this final day of the Western year 2022. Looking forward as we cross over into the next year. Be getting into some really interesting things. We'll begin incorporating much more of the calendar and relationship to the Kemetic calendar, or one of the more comprehensive Kemetic calendars. So we can begin to learn how to move as some of our ancestors did, and to move in concert with the cosmos, acknowledging that there's more than one calendar. And this Western calendar comes from ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt. So we'll get into that as we talk about moving into the cosmos and some other things, and we'll touch that on our Sundays with Sabah as we go forward. Glad to have everybody here. Let's get to our Adumbration, where we'll talk about, as usual, we're going to get with our Shaashaa. We're going to get it in with our all-over body check-in, Asar stance, Qigong, form. Going to do some simple kneeling, simple push-ups. And our goal is that as we begin the Western New Year, heading into the Chinese New Year, also happening in January, we're going to use that time to get into the full push-up. We'll talk about that. And then we'll get into explaining a little bit more about the relationship between the form, Chinese culture, and some other things as we begin to transition much more into incorporating a bit more stretching, yoga, and core work into the weekly sessions so that we can really begin to expand the fullness of the offering. All right? Hopefully that's going to work for everybody. So now, as I say, let's get it in. And at first, we bow in to all the masters that have gone before us. We bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher. All right. And let's start. Feet parallel, shoulders width. We get to our all over body check-in. We get these going. These hands up. Shift the weight. Pick up that left leg. Draw a circle with the toes. Change direction. Place it down. Wiggle the toes. One toe at a time, starting with the big toe. Working your way down all the way to the pinky toe. Placing that foot down and shifting the weight. Pick up your right foot. And draw circles. And change direction. Place it down on the heel. Wiggle the toes. All of them. And then just the big toe. All the way down to the pinky toe. Work it down. And while it may not work today, that's not our goal. Our goal is to rebuild, drop the hands, rebuild a relationship between the mind, the brain, and the body. All right, start the shoulder, just the shoulder. Let the arm and hand dangle. Remember that wherever the awareness goes, where the consciousness goes, blood and breath flow, the chi flows. So our goal is to improve circulation in these areas. And so we do so by visualizing and improving. And it's also an aid. Take the shoulder forward. It's an aid to what is called neuroplasticity. Basically, it's just a big word that means that we're expanding the way the brain works and functions. We're helping the brain out by rebuilding the relationship between the brain's mind, the body's mind, and the interconnection between the neural networks that move the body that are connected to the toes. All right, now go to the right shoulder. And that's hugely important, okay? Because your toes are very important to the overall health and well-being of the body. So we want to get them worked. And I talked about foot and hand massage during this time. Take the shoulder to the front now. And so I'll put that link in later where we cover the self-massage portion, dealing with the hands and the feet. This really can be important in terms of overall health, particularly as we're into these, for most of us in the Northern Hemisphere that are maybe tuning into this, keeping those limbs and those extremities warm. Take it to the back again, just real quick. All right, stop there. Get that left hand up, and let's go. Same thing here. Should feel the weight of the whole arm on the shoulder. Okay, you should feel the bicep engaged. And the forearm, okay, let's turn the hand back the other way. Because we're using full extension, bringing the hand all the way up here, which is stretching, right? Taking it around, works all the muscles in the forearm, as well as stretching the way in which the metacarpals are supported in the hand. And we wiggle the fingers. And then one finger at a time. All right, and we get to the right hand, same thing. And remember, so when we finish this all over body check-in, we've not only worked some of the major joints, we've worked some of the major muscle groups that support the joints and the primary architecture and support systems for the body, upper body, and lower body. So you should be doing change direction. You should be doing your bellows breathing, right? All right, now wiggle the fingers. One at a time. All right, let that hand down, and now we're going to start turning the head right to left. All right, so now while we're looking left, take the chin down and up. Looking to the right. And then up and down. Front and center. Go down and up. Take the head around in a circle. Your next in breath, take the head around in the opposite direction. Your next in breath, bring it right back to front and center. All right. Shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Pyramid hands as you breathe in. And exhale, bend forward from the waist. Extend the hands. Reach for the floor. And drop the chin. Inhale, coming up. Into pyramid hands. Then you exhale. Extend the hands. Drop the head. Inhale. Into pyramid hands. And we're going to exhale. Reaching towards the toes. Drop the head. And then inhale. Pass right here. Inhale a little more, press up. Inhale a little more, press up. Fill up, turn to the right. Turn to the left. Exhale. Into the gathering. Two more. One more. Last one. And shake it out. All right. Into Wuchi. So from here, you're going to get into either feet parallel Asar stance or wider than shoulders width. Pyramid hands. Shift the weight. Step. Open the hands into pyramid hands. Begin. 12 breaths. Pyramid hands. Shifting the weight to your right, sliding the left foot into Uchi. Jumping hands and shake it out. All right. Feet parallel, shoulders width. We get into the Ka position. 2 breaths. Palms facing forward, 2 breaths. Shift the weight, pivot into the dua position. 4 breaths. Stepping back. Pivot. Jumping hands. Shake it out. Right hand on top of left hand. And we're going to shift the weight and wave the hands like clouds. Okay, I'm going to take a step to the right. There we go. Come to the right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and step to the right. One more. Last one. Come around again. And now we're going to go to the left. Last one. Rotate it back and to the right. Last one. Bring the hands down. Sun rises over the mountain and sun sets. And now after this, we're going to go right into the short form. So right into ward off to the right. All right, shake it out. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Let's slide into the simple kneeling. All right, I say slide in, you know, toes, heels, knees together. We won't be sliding. All right. All right. We just come on forward, curl the toes under. Remember, we're working on these metatarsals, working on stretching around the ankles and metatarsals, working on the calf muscles and support. Buttocks on top of heels, hands are here. All right. Back, in position for a simple push-up. Remember, we're going to 9. The body ready. Exhale on the way down, inhale on the way up. Here we go. Then we come back. All right, let's grab a seat. We get into the wisdom from the sages of the ages. And as usual, let's start with Essence of Tai Chi, Literary Tradition. Okay, here we go. This is the closing paragraph from the Song of Form and Function by Qing. Let me see. I think it's short enough. We can read the whole thing. Okay, here we go. Song of Form and Function by Qing. Tai Chi Chuan, 13 postures. The marvel lies in the two qi divided into yin yang. It transforms the myriad and returns to the one. Returns to the one. Tai Chi Chuan. The two primordial powers and the 4 manifestations are chaos and boundless. To ride the winds, how about suspending the head top? I have some words to reveal now to those who can know. If the bubbling well has no root and the waste has no commander, steadying hard till death will be of no help. The form and function are mutually connected and nothing more. The great qi can be conducted to the hand, the great breath, advancing, retreating, looking left, looking right, and central equilibrium. Not neutralizing, it naturally neutralizes. Not yielding, it naturally yields. When the foot wants to advance, first shift backwards. The body is like a floating cloud. In push hands, the hands are not needed. The whole body is a hand, and the hand is not a hand. But the mind must stay in the place it should be. All right. And we're coming back to Ptah Hotep. Here we go. Follow your heart as long as you live. Do no more than is required. Do not shorten the time of follow the heart, since that offends the Ka, the spirit soul. Don't waste time on daily cares over and beyond providing for your household. When wealth finally comes, then follow your heart. Wealth does no good if you're glum. All right, and finally from the Tao Te Ching, Lao Tse, increasing evidence. If I were determined, with the knowledge I have, to walk along the great highway, my only fear would be to stray from it. The great highway is very safe and plain, yet people prefer the bypaths. While the court is very magnificent, the fields have become very barren, and the granaries have become very empty. Yet officials are dressed in gorgeous garments, carry sharp swords, gorge themselves with sumptuous food and drink, and possess a superabundance of precious articles. Such patent robbery is the usher of other robberies. Verily, it goes contrary to Tao. All right. With that, I want to thank you. Hopefully you have enjoyed this Western calendar year where we've done this work. We've expanded. We've gone back and reviewed. We've checked some things out. And we got you some things that you had requested. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you can get our latest. We're doing some new things that we're offering in terms of just little short, quick breaths, quick thoughts that are ways to keep you connected, not just to us, but to you, to be in control of your nervous system. The tools that we use enable you to do so, and to also aid you in ruling your universe. This body, this amalgamation that you have been given, this vehicle. So we're grateful to be able to offer this and to share time with you. So I want to say thank you for being present, for being attentive, and for making a choice and then making the decision to a consistent commitment to a lifestyle change. Let's bow out and we say, to all the masters that have gone before us, we bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher, Asher. Paying respect to the ancestors and paying homage to the eternal witnesses of earth and sky. Bids you Hetep. Ankh Uja Saneb, life, health, and strength. Be safe, whatever you do. Mask up wherever you are, if you're out in public. And I'll see you on the other side of this Western New Year. That's a proof. I'm in Rain Sutna Chair, Atin Rain Benok.